Welcome back guys to CSS classes. Now we are just going to discuss you about the internal CSS. As I told you, internal CSS is those CSS which is defined inside an HTML document. CSS in a particular page. If you want to just design a particular page, if I want to do styling on a particular page, I use the internal CSS. So if I want to use the internal CSS, we should have to define the style tag in the head section of the web page. So I'm just defining the style tag in the head section of the web page. This is the head section of the web page. This is where the head starts, where the head closes. If I can just define anywhere in the page after the head tag, before this closing. So we are just going to discuss you about the internal CSS. So suppose I have lots of paragraphs into my HTML page. You can see I have lots of paragraphs into my CSS page. You can see. Now I want to just give the background color to this paragraph. So I just directly define the tag. What is my tag of paragraph? It's P. I have defined the P tag. Now I want to give the background color. So I say background colon red. So whatever the styling which I want in the paragraph, I just do inside the curly brackets. So now it's defined by selector name. Suppose my selector tag is P, so I have just defined the P. So you can say it gives the background color red. And now I have H1 into my web page. It says welcome to India. So if I want to just give the background color to this, I say H1. This is what? Tag styling. You can see. Now we are just going to whatever the tag which you want to just customize, just define the tag name and just give the style whatever you want. Suppose I want to give the background color to the web page. I say body background color yellow. You can see it takes a background color yellow. Now I'm going to discuss you about class. I told you class is defined by dot and by class names. I have just defined the class ABC. Now I want to just do the background color of the paragraph. So I have say background green. So guys, you know, wherever we just call this class, it comes a background color green because it overrides the tag properties. Say ABC. You can see it takes the background color green. And if I want the class in H1, I can just use the H1. So that's depend on you where you just call that class. You can call multiple times on a page because class behavior is multiple times. And now we are just going to discuss you about ID. So I have just defined ID by hash and just say ID name. I want to give the background color to, so say background pink. Now if I want to call the ID, I just directly define the attribute as ID and by ID name. But you can see ID can be called only once in a page. You can just call the same of ID only one times. This is I can call only here. I will not be able to call it here or here. If I want to use multiple times, I have to just define the class. And I can define the different IDs. Doesn't make any difference. You can call different name of ID, different types. Say I say green, I say black. You can see it's black color.